man's lost for words. He is just brilliant. Georgie Best, Diego Maradona, Johan Cruyff.
Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect. I'm your host Sam, and we are back again with another video. We are talking this way today. In fact, we are talking today. The games that are going to be played today, and who's gonna win, people? We need to know those people who are gonna win the games. The big one, of course, that is gonna be played later on today. I'll do a watch along over that one. It's Arsenal versus Manchester United. So the last time when these guys met, it was an interesting fairy tale story. That was the last time Aubameyang scored the ball, and it took him such a long time to come back to those heights. But now, let's see what we're gonna see, people. Let's see what's gonna happen because it's gonna be exciting. I wanna hear your thoughts in the comment section. Which team are you going for, and which team is going to win in your book or in your views? Because it's always important to hear what people are thinking about these games and their team and what's gonna happen. And which team are you supporting? So the leagues look like this. Things have changed a bit. If you have not been keeping up with the Premier League, everyone keeps up with the Kardashians, so you should be knowing what the league is going, what's happening in the league. So the league has changed. There are now new leaders. If you didn't know, after Sheffield surprisingly beat Manchester United, nobody expected that. I didn't expect that. Nobody, the fans of United, the rivals, nobody expected that. But it happened, people. It happened, and for that, we're going to talk about it. That's what we can only do. What can we do? So after such a long period of time, Manchester United have lost a match. Listen to what I've just said. After a long period of time, because, yeah, it was a long time, people. Nobody expected this. It happened, and as much as we don't want to look anywhere or sideways, it happened. United lost a match. Now, we are looking to the future because the future is not wasting time, people. The future keeps giving. So, like I was saying, if you have not been watching the league, this is what is happening. We have new leaders, and they have a game in hand while they're on top. That is so dangerous for a Manchester City team to be on top and a game in hand. That is so dangerous. So, number one is Manchester City with 19 games played, 12 won, 5 draws, and 2 losses. Number two is Manchester United with 20 games played, 12 wins, 4 draws, and 4 losses. Number three, it's Leicester City with 12 wins, 3 draws, and 5 losses. And number four, it's Liverpool with 20 games, 10 won, 7 and 3, which makes it 10 lost and drawn all combined. So, in other words, the Liverpool have lost more games than they have at this point in the Premier League. That makes it that as United City are actually the team that has the best good record with the game in hand. Look at them; they have 5 wins in the last games that they played. So that is interesting. So West Ham tomorrow they'll be battling it with Liverpool at London. So Liverpool, I don't think you actually have to waste time to leave London where you were at, because you are still there. You are playing with London's best team at the moment. Because guess what? The numbers don't lie, people. The numbers don't lie. They are on top. So West Ham are the best team in London at the moment. And the question is this: will Liverpool win? Can Liverpool continue what they did to the former London team, Tottenham Hotspurs, and continue with the victories and winning? Those questions will be answered on Sunday. And trust me, it's not only the Liverpool fans who are watching it, the City, the United fans, they're watching this, because the only threat that City can actually stand up and say that is there for them for their title challenge is only Liverpool. And with the way Antonio and West Ham has been playing, they're hoping that there'll be another shocker to Liverpool. So it's gonna be interesting to see because I'm worried. I want my team to win. We'll all talk about that as we go on in this video or as we continue with the live stream. We have Everton. We have Tottenham, who has played 19 games, won 9. If they win 10, and they've drawn 2 and they've lost 5. So they have more losses than any other team. So that is the situation. And we have Chelsea. Played 20, won 8. Can you believe it? Draw 6 and lost 6. That's why Frank Lampard was sacked. Oh my god, I have a headache. Sorry, people for that. That's why Frank Lampard was sacked and they had to replace him with Tuchel, the man who played and he made the number 6 draw for Chelsea because at the moment it seems like he's sorting everything out from the defense and the midfield is starting to show like they can provide something, but he still don't have scoring boots up front. Giroud was the man who started and they had to change for Tammy Abraham and stuff like that so that he was hoping for the goals, but we didn't really see it really. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Aston Villa, with 2 games in hand, they've won 9, lost 2, drawn 2, and lost 7. So they have more losses than any other team. Yeah, I think so, since I've seen from the top. And that's how it is. 19 games played for Southampton, and they have a game in hand with also that they've won 8 games and 5 drawn and 6 losses. So yeah, they do have losses as well. So this is gonna be interesting to see what happens. You can actually see the difference between Aston Villa at number 10 and Manchester City at number 1. They have 41 points. Then people got 29 points. So it's only little bit of about how many points? 30 to 40. So it's more about 11 to 12 points. 11 to 12 points. That's the difference between them two club, number 1 and number 10. So, and all of them, they have game in hands except of, yeah, in Aston Villa actually even have 2. So what I'm saying is this, there is still a title race, people. For those people in the top 10, if they sort that things out, they can still do something. It means that they have to beat Manchester City, they have to beat United, they have to beat Leicester City, they have to beat Liverpool, and actually hope that other teams beat those teams as well. Because if they're beaten, they drop down and they take over. It's gonna be interesting. It's really, really gonna be interesting. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. What are you thinking? As we are moving on to week 21 match day, as we look at the games that are gonna be played today, we've got Everton versus Newcastle. The first game at 14:30. It's gonna be interesting. Who's winning? I'm asking that question to you. And we have Crystal Palace playing against Wolves at 5 o'clock my time. Who's winning? So it means around 3 o'clock in England or something like that. Then Manchester City battling it with Sheffield at the same time. Sheffield, after beating United, you expect to see something more from them when they play with Manchester City. But this is a city that is always different. People don't never take them for granted. United are hoping that City gets the same shock that they got, but we all know that is not going to happen. So let's see what happens. And we have West Brom battling out with Fulham. It's going to be an interesting game at the same period of time. Who's going to win? Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. Then we have the big one, Arsenal versus Manchester United. Arsenal are coming to United. United are coming to Arsenal ground. United have a bad home run. They have a good away run. They have not lost a match away. Arsenal, things are looking up now. They're starting to win games. Arteta is starting to get the best out of these boys. All of those things are going to play a part in telling us where this game is going to go. So it's going to be exciting to see how this game will actually go. We have Southampton versus the Villa. Aston Villa will be playing against Southampton, and we will wait and see. Southampton lost their last game. I think they were playing against Manchester City, if I'm not making sense, if I'm not making a mistake. No, they were playing with Arsenal. So they beat Arsenal in the FA Cup, and Arsenal did beat them in the Premier League. And when we look at both teams and we look at which is more important, you actually understand that the Premier League is more important. But just to say something, none of those guys are actually expected to win the league. Talking of Arsenal and Southampton. So if Southampton still have a chance to be in the FA Cup, then that is a good thing. So comparing the two games, the team that won the most important game, it's by my standards, is actually Southampton. continue winning the FA Cup. It means they take out the last winners of the FA Cup, which is Arsenal. At the same time, they continue with. They don't really. I don't really know who they're gonna play with. I'll do check that, but it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. Danny Ings did inspire, but can he do it against Jack Grealish? This is the battle of the teams that were the greatest surprise of 2020, 2021. There's gonna be a lot of exciting things that happens. It will be a match that will call for more shots than we are expected to see. So it's gonna be interesting to see because that's why we love this game, isn't it? Then we have Chelsea battling it with Burnley. So when we look at Chelsea and Burnley, Chelsea they need a win, especially under the new manager. They need a win. But we are talking about Burnley, people. Let's go back. Since the win against Liverpool, they continued with the win and they actually thrashed. Which team did they thrash by? They beat Aston Villa. So they beat a big team, people. A big team in Aston Villa. Remember, Aston Villa is the team that beat Liverpool by 7 goals to 2. So you see what I'm talking about here. It seems like the man is actually getting things right, and especially that they hold the most important history of their life after 27 years of beating Liverpool and breaking the Liverpool 3-year unbeaten run at Anfield. So they have things to ask. They have things to ask of Chelsea in that sense that we can do this. We can shock you. We can give you everything. So, guys, as much as you don't value some of the games, this is one game you should be keeping your eyes on because it's gonna be exciting. That's what I think. It's gonna be really, really exciting. Let me hear. I wanna hear your predictions and what is Turkey gonna set up because I don't think as a manager you wanna start with a draw and a loss. You might at least start with a draw, then a win, but it's gonna be interesting to see. Or maybe it'll be a double draw. In double draw, people start asking questions but also who did they ask a question referring to? Because Frank Lampard didn't perform so well. So two of those things that they don't even make sense. We'll see what happens. We'll keep a closer look on this game and we'll keep you updated with whatever that is happening in the Premier League. Do me a favor if you're watching, click the like button. Always important. Subscribe to the channel. Always important. That is the best way you support us at the Football Connect. Hello, Mr. Ashua. How are you doing, sir? Tell me something. Which team do you support? And what are you expecting to see in the Premier League? It's gonna be interesting. Today we have interesting games to see. Which team are you supporting, and what are you expecting to see as we continue with this? So as we continue with the games, we are looking at the big one: Leicester City versus Leeds. The last time when these two teams played each other, Leicester walloped the Leeds by 4. You didn't hear me right. Let me repeat it: by 4 goals to 0. Cause why? Leeds United is a team that attacks, and when they attack, they expose themselves so much at the back. And Leicester City takes advantage of that. They make sure the team suffocate from that and they get the game. So it's going to be exciting to see what's going to happen in the game. But that's why I'm asking, which team are you expecting to see winning this game? Because your predictions are needed. Whatever, if you understand what I'm saying. Okay, then we have the big one. London team again against Liverpool. So Liverpool have a good record against the London teams. Can they continue that? Especially that they're facing Antonio now. He's fit, he's ready. He always gets a goal against Liverpool every single time he plays. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens today. Is there gonna be a win or another draw for the NFC boys? Because I don't want to see that. And especially that we don't have Matip, we don't have Fabinho. It has to be Henderson and maybe Nat Phillips, which reminds me of this. Liverpool has, by any chance, have to be ready to be signing a player because if we don't, then what is the clearest good way I can say this? We are fucked, people. So we need to get exactly the players that are going to represent because that'll be a problem. I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be interesting to see. Then we have Brighton playing Tottenham Hotspurs. There's a good one. Jose Mourinho need a victory, especially after Klopp did a double on him in one season. That he needs a victory, and Brighton will be the candidates he deals with. Can he get something? That is the most important question that people should be asking because Tottenham Hotspurs fans, you say you're going to beat Liverpool. I didn't see that. So we are looking at your manager and we're like, what's up? What's up? And we'll see what happens. Can that happen? Gonna be exciting to see. But anyway, the games will be exciting to watch. I'll be live today, guys. Before I give you my predictions, I'll be live today. I'll be live for the Arsenal game. Yes, not even asking questions. I'll be live for the Arsenal game. Then also I'll be live for Arsenal game. Then I'll be live again for the Manchester City game. And which game do I have to be live for again? Maybe the Aston Villa game. So I don't know about the Aston Villa, but I'm sure about the City and the As United game. Those people I'll be doing a watch along over, so you might want to check it out because it's gonna be exciting. Who's winning this game? We are ready and we are waiting to see what happens, and we'll see what happens because that's always the exciting part of football. Let's see what happens. So, on the other news, before we continue giving our predictions and stuff, because I have to do that. By the way, the first news, please do me a favor. To those who have not done it, click the like button, subscribe to the channel so that you never miss when we go live at the Football Connect. There's a problem. You see that I was not there yesterday. I expected myself to be there, but this headache thing and this flu, yeah, it is flu, people. It's not COVID, it's flu flu that I'm having. End of the world also it's cold and it's just going with the flu. So it's crazy. So I hope I'm okay. I'll be dosing myself with a lot of drugs so that I'll be alert. Anyway, let's talk about things what I want to talk about. Let's talk about the transfer news, people, because I haven't done that in such a wild time. And that where we are at this moment is calling people to have information that is very, very important about transfers, especially if you are Liverpool fans. You expect to see Liverpool have signed somebody before Monday because Monday is the end of it, people. Monday is the end of it. So we have to do. Also, the rumors are growing so thick and thin for Liverpool in them and getting Kylian Mbappe. Reason why these rumors are growing strong is because it just happened that Real Madrid don't have the money to back that big mouth of look at player Kylian Mbappe. They don't have the money to do so. Which we are talking about Real Madrid. Yeah, I have something to say about them. Let me put it there. It involves their captain, their number one captain, the man that has always been Mr. Real Madrid. There is something that has happened, guys, with Sergio Ramos, and we're gonna keep you updated with those so that before we go in with so transfer news and rumors and stuff like that. Madrid exit for Ramos grows more likely. So, cause the man is not saying what's up. Ramos is moving further away from Madrid to put him at the table and sign him a contract because they don't have the money to back such a legend. And in such a legend, we're talking about more time with this team. And of course, it means he has to be getting more money. Can they do that? That is the question. They can't. So likely he might have to be, oh, I know the word, walking like a dog. Okay, like it, okay. So that's what is gonna happen, guys. If they lose Sergio Ramos, of course, it means they're gonna be bringing back the likes of their central defenders who they've been loaning around. Reguilon, where that they're actually thinking of bringing him, because of course, let's just face it, people. Nobody sees life for Marcelo at Madrid no more. I don't know. Maybe it's still good. Maybe it's just me being salty. Yes, I can be salty, people. So we don't know. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna be keeping our eyes on it and we'll keep you updated. So PSG wants Ali on a permanent deal. So Tottenham were thinking of loaning Ali to PSG, but Mauricio Pochettino knows how important Ali is, and he knows if he starts firing at PSG, Tottenham and Jose are gonna be like, "Hey, what's up? He's still our player. Let's bring him back." So they say that we're not gonna be wasting our time with this. We want this kid at a permanent base because we have a future with him and we want to make him look like he's actually needed in the team for once, like what you've not been doing there. Because Jose doesn't seem like he's getting the alley code correctly. So that's what they're saying. Let's see what happens. We'll keep you updated. Ramos getting closer to Madrid exit. We talked about that. Manchester United defender Marcos Rojo is set to join the Bosa Juniors according to Sky Sports. United have reached an agreement to terminate the remainder of Rojo's contract, and the defender will join Boca's on a free. The 30-year-old has spent 6.5 years at Old Trafford after joining in 2014 from Sporting CPD. Why are they saying sending players like Rondon and they're still keeping the players like who? Oh, yeah, I know. Phil Jones. Why is Phil Jones still at United? He's still getting money while seated. Oh, let me remind you how much he's getting a week. 150K a week, guys, and he's seated and he's watching everything happening. That is just absurd. That is just nonsense. Why can they do business? Why can they do? Rose agrees. Trabzon Spons move. Tottenham defender Danny Rose is set to join Turkish side Trabzon, according to Talksport. Rose has fallen out of Jose Mourinho and is yet to play for Spurs this season, and has been offered a 3.5 year contract by this team. So that is him going. There was a time where Danny Rose was actually being rated to be one of the players who can compete with Robertson to be the best left back in the Premier League. But how times have changed, how things have turned around. That's how it is with football people. And also, just to say something, many players are now moving out because there's no hope for them to be continuing in the different and respected teams that they're in. So that is what is happening here. So, like I was saying, Mauricio Pochettino hopes loan spell can convince him. Hopes loan spell can convince him. PSG, they have signed they hope to sign Daniel on a permanent deal if they are able to first bring him on loan, claims Eurosport. So I think they want to go with this because I not read. I just ran to conclusion. Oh, let me say I didn't run. I just jump to conclusion. So that's what is happening here. Mauricio Pochettino is hopefully of reuniting with his former Tottenham player at PSG. Apparently, believe that Ali is spends some time at the club and he will be convinced to sign him on long period contract. So we have to see what happens on that one. City turned down Zeko. City turned down the chance to re-sign Edison Dzeko in January transfer window, with head coach Pep Guardiola insisting he is happy with the shape of his squad. They don't have Aguero. And let's face it, Gabriel Jesus is not a trustworthy striker. So for City to continue enjoying, they have to keep scoring with the amount of players, with the small players that they've been scoring with them. So we have to see what happens on that one. Wolves outcast Seconda is set to move to Valencia. Ready? Okay, Ramos getting close to this. Laporte fires another shot at PSG over Messi. Barcelona president, Laporta fired. President candidate Joao Laporta has fired an explosive shot at PSG over their pursuit of Lionel Messi. Think what it's just saying that is not coming there. Brazilian international Hulk has joined Atletico Mireno, adding a 4 year spell at Shangani SIP. So this is how they introduced him to the club. They put the mighty Hulk coming back. We all know what the Mighty Hulk was capable of doing. We all know what he did. So, guys, that's what we have here on the transfer news before we go back and try to finish up on the Premier League. So, what does this mean, people, after we did all these things? I just discovered that Liverpool, as much as there are more people who are being linked to us, they have not actually come from right sources that can give us information about the players moving to that. So, that is exactly a problem. We hope something can actually happen. But we'll keep a closer look on that and we'll keep giving you information on what happens. Everton, Newcastle. Who's winning for me? That is easy. Everton. Newcastle, let's face it, people. With Steve Bruce, they're going nowhere. They're going nowhere. And I know that is a harsh. Harsh. But sometimes that is it with life. Life can be harsh, people. You just have to take it and try to find a way to move on with it. But under Steve Bruce, they're going nowhere. So they're going to lose this game. And I'm seeing a 3-1 win because I'm going to give a one goal to Callum Wilson because he is a good player in my view. So 3-1 to Everton. Richard Allison, and then we have Calvin Lewin, then we have who was that? Hamas Rodriguez, if he's fit, by the way. Crystal Palace versus Wolves. So there have not been a good performance from Wolves as of yet. So I'm seeing there's nothing but a 2-2 draw for both teams. Manchester City versus Sheffield. I see a 4-0 win to Manchester City because they can do that. Trust me, people, they're not United. They're not going to allow a team like this stop them from going after what they want, which is the Premier League title. West Brom versus Fulham. This is an interesting game. It's going to be exciting to see how this game goes. But let's face it, people. I repeat myself. Let's face it, people. West Brom is a really good team. It's really a good team at this moment, and they're signing a lot of people. And also, Fulham is a good team, but I feel like Fulham has more to offer than West Brom. So this is my predictions, people. Fulham will be the team that win this game, and maybe by 1 or 2 goals to nil. I think Big Sam still needs some time. He got his players, but he still needs some time. Arsenal versus Man United. As much as I love both, that is a lie, by the way, both teams, I see nothing but an Arsenal win or draw. That's how I see it. I feel like United's loss to Sheffield, it's gonna hunt them a bit. Not that much, but a bit. Just make them scared a bit, check a bit, and that is gonna be bad, especially that they'll be facing Arsenal. So that's why I'm saying United will lose by 2 goals to 1 to Arsenal. Oh, they're asking who's gonna be scoring. They're scoring now, Arsenal. They have the Sakas, they have the Tierney, they have the Rowe. Those guys, the kids are just unplayable at this moment, and I don't see United doing enough at their back to stop that, especially with what Maguire and Townsend were doing the last time in the game. It's gonna be interesting. Wait, Sam. They're saying that, yeah, if I heard correctly, yeah, I think it just came in. They're saying that Lindelof will be back in the game. Yeah, okay. And what about the Martial issue? Um, okay, let me. Okay, okay. Yeah, they're saying Martial will be in the game again, so that is gonna be interesting to see what happens, people. So that's why I'm sticking with what I just said. Uh, Southampton versus Villa. I think there's gonna be a 1-1 draw. Yeah, I think it deserves to be a 1-1 draw. Nothing more, nothing less. A 1-1 draw. Chelsea versus Burnley. Feel like Tuchel's going to get his first victory, maybe a 2-1 win to Burnley. As much as Burnley has been good, I think Chelsea gonna be working more hard because they're trying to get a victory for once. Leicester City versus Leeds. I think it's gonna be another 5 or maybe another 4 goals again in the game. By the way, Vardy is not in the game. Let's just repeat on that. Vardy is not in the game. Let me hear your predictions in the comment section. By the way, West Ham versus Liverpool. I think Liverpool are gonna continue with this run. I think they're gonna win this game by 2 goals 2-1 because Antonio will score. This has always been something that happens. 2 goals to 1. Then we have Brighton versus Tottenham, and the Tottenham Hotspurs needs a win, and I think Jose Mourinho is gonna get it. It's gonna be a 3-1 win to Tottenham Hotspurs. That's what I feel. I don't know what you feel. Let me hear yourself in the comment section. Sheffield United versus West Brom. This is now on week 2022, so we're gonna leave that like that. Do me a favor, by the way, click that like button. Always important. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss when we go live. We are always live here, guys, at the Football Connect. So show your support, doing it, clicking it, and showing it every single time because it means a lot to us. So this has been Sam. This has been the Football Connect. We've talked about all. You might not like it. Trust me, I don't like it, but I just said it. That's the effective thing about life. You never get what you like. Oh, I know the word. You can't always get what you want. Trust me. Expression Uzun will tell you how it feels like. He was ready to win the Liverpool game, but them men stand up and they just shocked both him and most of the Tottenham fans. Right now, trust me, all the Tottenham fans in my phone are unreachable at the moment. Maybe if they win the game against Brighton, they'll be reached, but that's just the fact about life. That's how things go. But thank you very much for watching, guys. Click the like button. If you have questions, let them in the comment section. I'll answer them when we're building up to the games that I'm covering. By the way, if you didn't hear them, I'm covering these games for you people today. I'm covering the United game. I'm covering the City game, and we'll see if I'll be able to continue with the Southampton game. But the United and the City games are my first streams or watch alongs of the day, so you might want to check that out and enjoy with thee. Sam has been here, made his noise, had to cough a bit. Sorry for that. I hope I get better. And had some headaches a bit, but I hope that can be sorted. But thank you very much for watching, guys. Do me a good and a strong and an amazing favor. Click the like button, people. Subscribe to the channel. Share this video on all your platforms of social media. If I get the predictions right, trust me, I'm gonna post this video on all the platforms of the Football Connect. So you might wanna check it out. Go subscribe to all, go like and follow all the contacts on Twitter, on Instagram, and everywhere on Facebook where we are the Football Connect. By the way, the best way to talk to me, if you wanna reach me, it's actually using Facebook, guys. Use the Facebook page. I always check it out each and every single time. So, and it actually reflects here. Or also Twitter as well, because it does as well reflect. So use Twitter and Facebook to get a quick response to your questions, because you might be disappointed when you do it on YouTube and I don't respond, because there are a lot of things that are considered when we talk about YouTube. So thank you very much for watching. This has been the Football Connect. I've been your host Sam, and we'll be back again with another video very, very soon. So this is me signing out. Goodbye.